Imagine walking into your garden and plucking fresh, juicy fruits straight from a tiny pot, right on your balcony, patio, or even your kitchen window. Sounds impossible? Well, today I'm about to show you 10 incredible fruit trees that not only survive but truly thrive in small spaces. And I promise, these aren't the usual apples, lemons, or strawberries everyone talks about. Some of these gems are rare, flavorful, and perfectly suited for container gardening. Hey there! Welcome back to Gardens Heaven, the cozy corner where we help you grow amazing gardens without draining your wallet. If you're new here, I'm thrilled you joined us today. And if you're a returning friend, you already know we keep things simple, practical, and a little bit magical. Before we dive in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a single tip that can transform your small space into a fruit paradise. And if you love fruits that surprise the taste buds and look stunning in pots, give this video a like and drop a comment below. I want to hear which fruit tree you're most excited to try. Number 1. Dwarf Jabotica Bat Tree. Imagine having a tree in your living room that grows berries straight on its trunk. It sounds almost magical, right? That's exactly what the Jabotica Bat Tree does. Native to Brazil, this rare fruit tree produces grape-like berries directly on its bark, creating a stunning display that's as decorative as it is delicious. Even better, the dwarf varieties are perfect for pots and small spaces, growing only about 4 to 6 feet tall when container grown. You'll get the exotic tropical vibe without needing acres of land. Caring for a Jabotica batchiv in a pot is surprisingly simple. Use a well-draining, slightly acidic soil mix, and keep the roots consistently moist but not waterlogged. This tree loves humidity and warm temperatures, so placing it in a sunlit patio or a bright indoor spot will encourage healthy growth and abundant fruiting. Fertilize lightly every few months with a balanced, slow-release fertilizer, and you'll see its glossy leaves and stunning blooms thrive even in a small space. The best part, the fruit is not just pretty, it's incredibly sweet and packed with antioxidants. You can eat it fresh, turn it into jams, or even make homemade wine if you're feeling adventurous. Plus, because it blooms directly on the trunk, every harvest feels like a little miracle, making it a conversation starter every time friends visit your home. Growing this in a pot allows you to move it around to optimize light and even bring it indoors during cooler months, making it one of the most rewarding small space fruit trees out there. Number 2. Pineapple Guava Fajo. If you're craving something both ornamental and edible, the pineapple guava, also known as fajo, is a must-have for small space gardeners. This compact evergreen shrub produces stunning waxy flowers with bright red stamens that look almost too beautiful to eat. But then come the fruits, which taste like a tropical mix of pineapple and guava. The dwarf varieties do exceptionally well in pots, making them perfect for patios, balconies, or even a sunny corner indoors. Caring for a fajo, a tree in a container, is straightforward. Plant it in a well-draining potting mix, and make sure it gets at least 4 to 6 hours of sunlight daily. Fajoas are surprisingly hardy and can tolerate mild frost, but in a pot, you can easily move them to shelter during cold snaps. Water consistently, allowing the top inch of soil to dry between watering, and feed lightly every month during the growing season with a balanced fertilizer, to encourage both flower and fruit production. The reward, sweet aromatic fruits that are perfect for snacking, smoothies, or desserts. Plus, the flowers themselves are edible and have a subtle honey-like flavor, which can be a fun addition to salads or teas. With their compact size, stunning blooms, and delicious fruits, pineapple guavas are an uncommon but unforgettable addition to any small space garden, giving you both beauty and bounty in one pot. Number 3. Dwarf Mulberry Tree. Think of a tree that gives you sweet, juicy berries all season long, and does it beautifully in a small pot. That's the dwarf mulberry. Unlike the massive mulberries you might see in parks, the dwarf varieties stay compact, usually growing just 4 to 6 feet tall, making them perfect for patios, balconies, or even large indoor pots. Their cascading branches and vibrant green leaves create a lush, tropical feel, while the berries are a treat for both humans and birds, turning your small garden into a buzzing mini ecosystem. Growing mulberries in containers is surprisingly simple. Choose a deep pot with good drainage, and fill it with nutrient-rich, well-draining soil. Mulberries love sunlight, so make sure your pot gets at least 6 hours of direct light daily. Water regularly to keep the soil moist but not soggy, and feed monthly with a balanced fertilizer during the growing season. Pruning is easy too. It helps maintain a neat shape and encourages more fruiting, so your tree stays manageable and productive in a small space. The fruits themselves are a true delight, sweet, slightly tart, and bursting with antioxidants. You can eat them fresh, add them to smoothies, or even make homemade jams. And here's a fun twist. Because dwarf mulberries grow so well in pots, you can literally bring a little piece of summer indoors during colder months. It's a fruit tree that surprises your taste buds while transforming even the tiniest space into a lush, fruitful paradise. Number 4. Calamondin orange. Looking for a citrus tree that's as charming as it is useful? The Calamondin orange is your small space dream. This petite citrus produces tiny, bright orange fruits that are tart yet flavorful, perfect for marmalades, drinks, or even zesting into your favorite dishes. What makes it even better for container gardening is its naturally compact size. Most dwarf varieties stay under 6 feet, and its glossy green leaves combined with fragrant white blossoms make it a visual and aromatic delight. Caring for a calamondin in a pot is simple, but requires a little attention to detail. Plant it in a well-draining potting mix, and make sure it gets at least 5 to 6 hours of sunlight daily. Keep the soil consistently moist but avoid waterlogging, and feed it monthly during the growing season with a balanced citrus fertilizer to encourage healthy growth and abundant fruiting. During colder months, this little tree can be moved indoors to a bright, sunny window, allowing you to enjoy its vibrant foliage and zesty aroma year-round. The best part, not only are the fruits edible and versatile, but the blossoms themselves are wonderfully fragrant, almost like having a miniature orange orchard in your living space. With its compact size, easy care, and multi-sensory appeal, the calamondin orange proves that even a tiny pot can host a tree that gives both beauty and bounty, making it a standout choice for gardeners looking to grow something uncommon yet practical. Number 5. Finger lime citrus australasica. Ever heard of citrus caviar? That's exactly what the finger lime delivers. Native to Australia, this unusual citrus produces elongated, slender fruits packed with tiny pearl-like vesicles that burst with tangy, aromatic juice. Imagine scooping little citrus pearls onto your salad, dessert, or cocktail. It's like having a gourmet fruit right from your balcony. The best part, finger limes thrive in pots, making them perfect for small spaces where traditional citrus trees might be too large. Growing finger limes in containers is surprisingly easy. Choose a deep, well-draining pot and a soil mix rich in organic matter. These trees love sunlight, so aim for at least 6 hours of direct light daily. Keep the soil evenly moist, but avoid waterlogging, and feed lightly with a citrus-friendly fertilizer every month during the growing season. Pruning is minimal, just enough to shape the tree and allow sunlight to reach the inner branches, which encourages more fruit production. The unique tangy flavor of finger lime makes it a favorite among chefs and food enthusiasts, and its visual appeal is unmatched. Tiny green or pink pearls inside the fruit look almost magical. Plus, because it's container-friendly, you can move it to optimize sunlight or protect it during colder months. For gardeners who want something exotic, practical, and conversation-starting, the finger lime is a rare gem that proves small spaces can deliver extraordinary fruits. Hey, if you're loving these unique fruit trees so far, don't just sit there. Smash that like button to let me know. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these unusual trees would you plant in your balcony or tiny garden? If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the remaining fruit trees on our list. They're even more surprising and perfect for small spaces. Trust me, you'll want to see all 10 before deciding which ones to try at home. Number 6. Dwarf pomegranate. Punica granatum nana. If you're after a fruit tree that's both stunning and super practical for small spaces, the dwarf pomegranate is a perfect pick. Unlike full-sized pomegranates that can grow quite large, the dwarf varieties stay compact, usually under 4 feet tall, making them ideal for pots, patios, or even sunny indoor corners. When in bloom, the fiery orange-red flowers are a showstopper, attracting pollinators and adding a splash of color to your garden, while the small jewel-like fruits are sweet tart and packed with antioxidants. Caring for a dwarf pomegranate in a container is straightforward. Plant it in a deep pot with well-draining soil and place it in full sunlight for at least 6 hours a day. Water consistently, keeping the soil moist but not soggy, and feed every few weeks with a balanced fertilizer to encourage both flowering and fruiting. Prune lightly to maintain a compact shape and remove any dead branches, which also helps the plant focus its energy on producing larger, juicier fruits. The fruits themselves are not just tasty, they're visually stunning, small, round, and perfectly suited for garnishing dishes or eating fresh. Plus, the combination of vibrant flowers and edible fruit makes this dwarf pomegranate a multi-purpose beauty in any small space garden. If you want a fruit tree that delivers color, flavor, and a touch of elegance, this one is hard to beat. Number 7. Kaffir lime. If you're looking for a fruit tree that's both aromatic and practical, the kaffir lime is a must-have for small space gardeners. Unlike typical lime trees, this unique citrus produces highly fragrant leaves that are a staple in many Asian dishes, while its small knobby fruits pack an intense zesty flavor perfect for cooking or zesting. Dwarf varieties thrive in pots, making it ideal for balconies, patios, or sunny indoor spots, and the glossy green leaves with their distinctive double-lobed shape add a tropical flair to any container garden. Caring for a kaffir lime in a pot is simple, but requires consistent attention. Use a well-draining potting mix, and make sure it receives at least 6 hours of sunlight per day. Water regularly, to keep the soil evenly moist, but avoid waterlogging. And feed monthly with a citrus-friendly fertilizer to encourage healthy growth. During colder months, it's easy to bring the tree indoors to protect it, allowing you to enjoy the fragrance and greenery year-round. What makes this tree truly special is its dual-purpose value. The leaves elevate your cooking, while the small fruits add a punch of flavor to recipes and drinks. Plus, its compact size and container-friendly nature mean you can enjoy an exotic culinary-focused fruit tree without needing a full garden. For anyone who loves combining beauty, aroma, and flavor in a small space, the kaffir lime is an uncommon treasure worth growing. Number 8. Dwarf star fruit, Avaroa carambola. Looking for a fruit tree that's as fun to eat as it is to grow? The dwarf star fruit is perfect for small space gardeners who want something truly unusual. When sliced, the star-shaped fruits are not only visually stunning, but also tangy sweet and packed with vitamin C. The dwarf varieties stay compact, usually under 6 feet, making them ideal for pots, patios, or sunny balconies. Their glossy pinnate leaves and fragrant flowers add an exotic touch to any container garden. Growing a dwarf star fruit in a pot is surprisingly manageable. Plant it in a deep container with well-draining soil, and make sure it gets at least 6 hours of sunlight daily. Keep the soil consistently moist, but not soggy, and feed monthly with a balanced fertilizer to promote flowering and fruiting. Pruning lightly helps maintain a compact shape and encourages the growth of more fruit-bearing branches. These trees adapt well to container life, and with a little care, they can produce an abundant harvest even in limited space. The reward is not just in the taste, but in the presentation. Imagine serving fresh star-shaped fruits to your guests, or adding them to your morning smoothie. Every bite feels a little magical. With its striking appearance, manageable size, and tropical flavor, the dwarf star fruit proves that small space gardening doesn't mean giving up on unusual, eye-catching, and delicious fruit trees. Number 9. Cape Gooseberry Physalis peruviana. If you want a fruit that's as whimsical as it is tasty, the Cape gooseberry is an absolute showstopper. Also known as golden berry, this plant produces bright orange, lantern-like fruits that are encased in delicate, papery husks, giving them a magical, almost fairy tale appearance. The dwarf varieties are perfect for pots or small spaces, making them ideal for patios, balconies, or sunny indoor corners. Plus, the tangy sweet fruits are packed with vitamins and antioxidants, making them as healthy as they are fun to grow. Caring for Cape gooseberries in containers is easy. Use a well-draining potting mix and place the plant in full sunlight for at least 6 hours a day. Water consistently, keeping the soil moist but not soggy, and feed lightly with a balanced fertilizer every few weeks to encourage continuous flowering and fruiting. Pruning lightly helps maintain a neat shape and ensures better air circulation, which reduces the risk of disease and promotes healthier, more abundant fruits. The fruits themselves are incredibly versatile. You can eat them fresh, use them in jams, desserts, or salads, or even dry them for later use. And the visual appeal of those lantern-like husks adds a whimsical touch to your container garden, making it not only productive, but also enchanting. If you're looking for something uncommon, visually striking, and perfectly suited for pots, the Cape gooseberry is a fruit tree that delivers on all fronts. Number 10. Dwarf Loquat, Eriobotria japonica. Rounding out our list is the dwarf loquat, a small but mighty fruit tree that's perfect for container gardening. This evergreen tree produces clusters of golden orange fruits that are sweet, slightly tangy, and packed with nutrients. Dwarf varieties stay compact, usually under 6 feet tall, making them ideal for balconies, patios, or even large indoor pots. With their glossy green leaves and fragrant spring blossoms, they add both beauty and flavor to any small space garden. Caring for a dwarf loquat in a pot is simple. Plant it in well-draining soil and place it in a sunny spot where it gets at least 6 hours of light daily. Water regularly, keeping the soil moist but not waterlogged, and feed monthly with a balanced fertilizer to encourage fruiting and healthy foliage. Prune lightly after harvesting to maintain a manageable shape and stimulate more flower and fruit production in the next season. Because it adapts so well to containers, you can even move it indoors during colder months without disrupting its growth. The fruits themselves are delightful, sweet, juicy, and perfect for snacking, making jams, or even adding a tropical twist to your desserts. Beyond the edible benefits, the dwarf loquat's glossy leaves and aromatic flowers make it a decorative focal point in any garden. For gardeners looking for a rare, rewarding, and container-friendly fruit tree, the dwarf loquat is the ultimate choice, proving that even the tiniest space can yield extraordinary flavor and beauty. And there you have it, 10 amazing fruit trees that thrive in pots and small spaces, each one unique, flavorful, and perfect for turning even the tiniest garden into a mini paradise. From the magical trunk-fruiting jaboticaba to the exotic finger lime, these trees prove that you don't need acres of land to enjoy fresh, homegrown fruits. If you tried even one of these ideas or discovered a fruit you've never seen before, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Drop a comment below and tell me which fruit tree you're most excited to plant, or share any unusual fruit trees you've tried in small spaces. I love hearing your stories, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Gardens Heaven and tap the bell so you never miss tips, tricks, and uncommon gardening ideas that help you grow more with less. Thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you in the next video, where we'll explore even more ways to make your garden extraordinary without breaking the bank.